Good afternoon or good evening, everyone. Match 2 of the 1979 Cricket World Cup being played on Brian Lara Cricket on PlayStation in Sri Lanka was played today. It was the first match in Group 2 between Rhodesia and New Zealand at Kandy, and this is the outcome of the match today. Well, there it is. Rhodesia won the toss on a hard pitch, a hard flat pitch, elected to bat, and they never got going, Rhodesia. New Zealand bowlers were absolutely irresistible. They were ruthless, and they just absolutely squeezed Rhodesia into submission. They bowled them all out for 138 in 46.1 overs. Look at that batting card, nothing there. 8, 2, 12, 16, 43, 1, 26. Not out, 0, 5, 1 and 0. All the bowlers got wickets. 1 for 21 for Jeremy Coney, 1 for 16 for Richard Hadley, 1 for 32 for Warren Stott. Superb bowling figures from Lance Kearns, 3 for 24, 1 for 20 for Gary Troop, and Brian McKechnie, star bowler, 2 for 21. Absolute ruthless. In response, New Zealand needed just 139 to win. They stuttered a little bit. As you can see, Bruce Edgar was not picked. The star batsman for New Zealand was not picked for this match. They've decided they wanted to give John Wright. It was confirmed the captain, Mark Burgess, said he wanted to give John Wright a go, and John Wright fouled with 2, so there's no question that I think Bruce Edgar will be back at the top of the order for the match against Australia. 38 for... I sort of screwed that up, haven't I? Oh, I've completely done this. Sorry, I just... Yeah, sorry about that. I was screwing around with the actual lighting. So, yeah, that'll be for the outtake. 38 for player of the tournament last time, Glenn Turner. He got off to a good start. 2 for John Wright. 44 for Glenn Howarth, who was for Jeff Howarth, sorry, who was absolutely superb. 44, 56 deliveries. Coney didn't follow up his wicket. He was out for a duck. So Mark Burgess, 34, 42 deliveries, saw them home, and 15 off 19 deliveries for wicketkeeper Warren Lees. 139 for 4, they chased it down in 30.1 overs. 30.1 overs. Medium pacers did a very good job, like, very dangerous throughout. 2 for 21, 8 for 0, 2 for 21 and 23 for 1 for medium pacers. 8 for 0, 15 for 0, 21 for 1, 20 for 0, 25 for 0. Rhodesia doing a good job, doing their best to try and keep the game going. So the match summary, again, Rhodesia, they're not known as Zimbabwe yet, they get known as Zimbabwe in about a couple of years' time. They won the toss to let the bat all out for 138. New Zealand chased the runs down relatively comfortably, 139 for 4. New Zealand winning by 6 wickets. There wasn't really an outstanding performer. It was a team effort from New Zealand, but the man of the match was given to the highest score of the innings of the entire match, 44 of 52 deliveries from Jeff Howarth, who looked pretty superb throughout the and it was a shame that he didn't go on and get a 50 in the match. But let's have a look at the table. You won't be surprised to know New Zealand at the top of the table. Rhodesia losing the match. It's India versus the Netherlands tomorrow. India versus Holland. India versus Holland tomorrow. Which should be an intriguing match. This is actually the first match in this World Cup that is actually... This is actually the first match of a tournament where these two teams have met before in World Cup cricket. India won unconvincingly against the Dutch 4 years ago at Birmingham. At Birmingham, they chased 117 runs, but they lost 4 wickets, and I think it took them about 35 overs. There's obviously been match reports on my YouTube page. India versus Holland in the last tournament. But no, obviously, so India can start their tournament. They'll be hoping to get off to a convincing start. They're not really expected to do too much this tournament, but let's have a look at the star player, Brian McKechnie. My hand's starting to get things, so I'm just lifting it up with one hand at the moment. Let's save the archives. Thank you, because I like to keep tracking, performance tracking. But this is what happened, as you can see. You can see Bruce Edgar down at the bottom didn't play. A little bit of a surprise, but I suppose he wanted to... Mike Burgess wanted to see how John Wright did, but John Wright fouled. So I would suspect that Bruce Edgar will be back against Australia. Average of 10 for Brian McKechnie. 2 wickets in 1 match. So that is the second match of the Cricket World Cup. Tomorrow's match, India versus Holland. Can India repeat their 6-wicket win from 4 years ago up at Leeds? And if they do, will they be a bit more convincing in a run chase, and will they be more convincing with a bat? We'll wait and see. But see you tomorrow for match report of match 3 of the World Cup up between India versus Holland. This is me, Lawrence Howard, and for now, bye-bye.